Okay guys, well, let me fix my hair. Don't you just hate it when that one hair, like that one patch of hair just doesn't flow with the rest? Anyhow, I'm gonna start off this tutorial by doing my brows. I feel like I've just been doing them a little bit differently lately and they are a work in progress. But for this tutorial, I'm going to start off by using the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. This is in the shade Dark Brown, and I'm pretty much going to use this to kind of shape my brows. Yeah, I'll talk about my brows in another video, but for now, I'm just trying to make them look a little bit natural without making them look too drawn on. I know for some people they still look a little drawn on, but anyhow, I'm gonna go in with the dip brow because the edges of my brows are a lot thinner than the forefront of my brows. So I feel like I always have to go in with the dip brow just so that I know that this, my brows are not gonna budge at all. And since this is a long wear makeup tutorial, I definitely needed to put something there just to make sure that, it stays all day, all night, whatever you get up to, your brows will not budge. Anyhow, you guys saw that I primed, right? This is just my favorite thing right now, the Nivea Aftershave Balm. Yes, I know, where have you been if you've not heard about it? I'll leave a link to my review in the description box, but I did use some before I decide to go and conceal my brows and those dark circles in the inner corners of my eyes. I always have to put something in there because I just feel like it's really dark. Anyhow, I did also go in with a MAC 24-hour eyeshadow base, and if you notice, I'm using some eyeshadows and it's from a Canadian company called Jourdain Cosmetics. I just discovered this brand. It reminds me so much of Morphe, except they use better ingredients. Their eyeshadows, guys, honestly are, I'm still testing them and I don't want to be all, oh my God. Okay, but I will say this. They are the most blendable, easy to use eyeshadows I have ever experienced. And I know that sounds so crazy. There's so many eyeshadows and that's what I mean. I feel like I need to use them some more because I only have those 12 that you guys saw and they're numbered. So I'm going to leave all the numbers in order of how I use them down below, and I'm gonna leave a link to them because they have so many different shades to choose from their website, but super inexpensive, and apparently they use really good ingredients in their products as well. So I'm gonna leave their link below. Anyhow, for my lid, once again going with that whole long wear all day all night makeup kind of thing, I'm gonna use this product by Makeup Forever. Is one of their aqua shadows in number 22E. I could have sworn I have this shadow already, but this stuff, when you put it on, if you're gonna try to blend this, make sure you blend it right away. I'm pretty much using it as a base before I go in with that shade just to kind of smoke out my crease just a little bit more. Once again, I'll leave the numbers down below because it doesn't even make sense me telling you the numbers because they're not named, which is my only gripe with companies. I just feel like don't take a shortcut, name your products. We love when eyeshadow is named because these to me are shades that I feel like most people would gravitate towards, and you need to identify them by name, so I'll leave the information down below. This little brush I actually got from the CoverGirl all day eyeshadow palette that I spoke about in Drugstore Week. I love this little brush so much, so I always feel like I use it for my lower lash line just to smoke it out a little bit. I'm gonna use dark brown pencil, or actually bronze pencil in my waterline, which is something that I've been doing a lot lately instead of using black. It still gives me a smoky look, but it doesn't make it too smoky. As I say in the intro, I was going for more of a bronzy look, but I'll tell you guys why it's not as bronzy as I expected, and this is it. This is a pigment by Jourdain Cosmetics as well. It's called Golden Bronze, and I guess the golden part of it came through more than the bronzy part, but such an amazing product once again. I mean, I'm gonna stop with these products, honestly, because I don't want to go on about them and then they change next week. I just want to keep testing them, but based on what I have experienced with their eyeshadows and their pigments, so stunning, so beautiful. I wish it was a little bit more bronzy, or if I'd known that it was this golden, I probably would have added a darker base. But if you guys are gonna use this look for Valentine's Day and you are trying to go with something like this, just use a darker base. I'm also gonna go in with their black eyeshadow, and I'm gonna pretty much just smoke it on the lash line only, because I didn't want this to kind of overtake the look. I just still wanted it to be very subtle but glam at the same time. So I'm just gonna smoke that into the lash line. And just so that my lashes actually have something to lay on, I'm just gonna do the tiniest little, you know, eyeliner. I'm not even gonna wing it out or anything. I'm just gonna connect it to what we did at the ends. Of course, I want to use lashes. This is totally optional. If you guys are not the lash people, I don't think it's the time, especially if you're going on a first date. If you're not comfortable with them, don't wear them. If it's something that you wear all the time, by all means, I think you should definitely be yourself, whether it's a first date, someone that you've been dating for a while, just do whatever you're comfortable with. Anyhow, I'm going to go in now with my foundation, and I'm going to use the Longwear waterproof one by MAC. I also did a review for this product, and I'll leave the link in the description box down below. And when you guys watch that video, you would also know why I use this foundation. And for one, it's waterproof. So once again, whatever you get up to, you could go swimming, you can go to a sauna, you can go anywhere in this makeup look. It will last you all day and all night. Anyhow, for concealer, again, MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. It's still by far one of my favorites. However, of course, the concealer collection grows, so I forget how beautiful this one is. So I'm going to use it pretty much on the center portion of my face, because once you put foundation down, you kind of lose the dimensions of your face. So you want to bring the center part forward. And then, of course, you guys are going to see me using bronzers and contour just to make my face look slimmer and heighten my cheekbones, all the things that I absolutely love to do when I do my makeup. But once again, do what makes you feel comfortable. Anyhow, I am going to go back in and set the concealer. I just wanted to make sure that my eyeshadow is nice and tidy and blended. But I'm going to use this powder by Ingot. It is pretty much their yellow powder, but it's pressed. I'll leave the number down below. It's one of those products that is also numbered. Okay guys, there is something that I'm so madly in love with, and I kind of found it by fluke. It is the NYX Hydra Touch powder foundations. I have them in 3 colors. The one that I'm using right now I think is golden, and I'm just pretty much using it to set everything down. And actually no, the first one I used was golden, and then I used honey. And I'm gonna use that pretty much as a bronzer. Now the thing with these powders are they're very lightweight, and they're designed for people with more dry skin. I find that when I use these powders, they give me such a natural finish. They don't look cakey. The only issue I'm having is that what you see, the color that you see in the compact actually gets darker once you apply it to the skin. So just be wary of that. You may look at a color and you're like, oh, that would be really nice to set my foundation. But when you do, the moment the powder hits the foundation, it just gets a lot darker. But I love them because once again, they give you such a natural finish to the skin that, you know, you're wearing makeup, but you're not looking very matte and cakey. So I've just been loving these lately. Of course, you guys know me. I'm gonna try to make these cheekbones look as high as possible. So I'm gonna go in and contour some more. And of course, we're gonna highlight, right? Because you do want to glow. You want when that candlelight hits your face that you look nice and glowy and healthy. So for that, I'm going to be using something that I've been obsessed with. I cannot use another highlighter. It is the Anastasia Glow Kit. I forgot what this one is, but this is the warmer one, and I did do a review on this as well. I'll leave that in the description box down below, but I absolutely love this palette, and I pretty much mixed all the shades together except for the very, very lightest shade. For blush, I also wanted to keep this very subtle, so I just went in with one by MAC. I forgot what this one was called, but I'll leave it in the description box down below. For the inner corners, I'm gonna go back in with a shade by Jordan Cosmetics, and I'm just gonna pop that in the inner part of the eyes. I personally prefer a more brightened inner part of the eye situation. I just feel like it makes me look more awake. So even if I have a smoky eye, I like to make that brighter. For lips, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna do a nude lip. I first started off with Strip Down Pencil by MAC, and then I used Hodgepodge, which is just a little bit deeper. And then I'm gonna go in with the Tom Ford lipstick called Smoky Sable or Sable Smoke. And it's just my favorite nude lipstick. Like, my lips were a little dry. I didn't want to do a matte lip, but I definitely love the way this look. It's just my color. It's the one that makes me feel very confident and very good about myself, if that makes sense. Anyhow, I just decided to throw in a little bit of outfit of the day for you guys. I was trying to get my whole body, so I'll just include some pictures. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you very much. Happy Valentine's Day. And oh yeah, be loose and enjoy yourself, whatever you get up to. Just make sure you are yourself, point blank. So that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching.